Do you love hearing peculiar and sinister stories that actually happened in the life of real people? Well, I will be sharing some with you, and these are strange experiences of people while they were using FaceTime. Brace yourselves because you might never want to use FaceTime again after you watch this video. The first story is about this man talking to someone named Tori. According to him, although things did not turn out well in the end, he was not denying that he liked Tori. During those times that they were talking, they would usually talk through FaceTime, and that goes on every night. His horror story occurred in July while they were having an argument. He was playing an online game with his friend when Tori called him. Tori was only 20 minutes from his house, and they would often talk at around 9. While they were on the call, Tori asked him to come over to her house, and although he wanted to, he could not because it was a work night. Tori told him that she will just cook something and will call back once she is done. So while Tori was cooking, he asked his friend to continue their game. They were already done playing, but Tori still hasn't called. He tried contacting her through FaceTime, but she did not pick up. So he tried again after 5 minutes. Finally, she answered. She was walking upstairs when she answered and said something confusing happened to her. Tori's door was open when she went down to cook. She expected her dad to be home, but the car was not in their driveway. She even made a joke that maybe someone was in her house to try to kill her. They both laughed it off. She was in her room when she remembered that she was cooking, so she headed downstairs again. Tori left her phone, so he was left looking at her ceiling. After a few minutes, he was shocked when he saw a man that he did not recognize. Because of the worry, he immediately called 911 and asked them to go to Tori's address. Tori then got back to her room, seemingly unaware that someone else was in her room. He could not tell it to Tori because the man might appear out of nowhere and attack her if he says anything. The 911 operator asked him to tell Tori to go out. He should think fast without alarming Tori, so he told her that she should go outside because their friend was outside her house to hand her something. Although confused, she luckily got up and headed downstairs. When he saw on the screen that she was already out, he immediately told her to go to her neighbor because an intruder was in her house. He tried to go drive over at Tori's house and he reached their house. The police were already there, thankfully. The police were not able to arrest the man because he escaped right before they arrived. Though he witnessed this thing and he saved her somehow for what could have possibly happened, they stopped talking after a month. The next story is from a girl named Alyssa. According to her, she usually hang out with her best friend Casey during the weekends. That is almost their routine until one weekend when Alyssa got sick. Because of this, she was not able to join Casey, so Casey went out with their other friends. As she was not feeling well and feeling very upset, she did not answer most of their calls and messages. So when she decided to answer her phone, their other two friends told her that Casey was nowhere to be found. She was worried, of course, so she texted Casey. Their other two friends told her that they last saw Casey with a random guy in the beach club they went to. Alyssa tried to FaceTime Casey, but she was surprised when another person picked up. She was sure that it was not Casey, but she also did not see anyone as she was welcomed by the darkness only. The call was dropped after a few moments. She was already in panic when she received a call from Casey. She immediately answered, and she can clearly hear a man whispering on the other end of the call. He said that Casey was all right and that they went home together. She asked the man to show her Casey, but he gave her nonsense reasons. After they sent Casey multiple messages, the guy finally gave the location they were in. The address was just 15 minutes away from Alyssa. Their other two friends told her not to go there alone because they feel like something strange is going on. Fortunately, she remembered to text and call Casey's mom because she had her number. She was ultimately relieved when Casey's mother said that Casey went home crying without talking about what happened. She called Casey's phone once more and told the man that she knows that Casey is not with him and that she will now call the police. Unexpectedly, an ugly-looking man with a sinister smile showed himself to the camera. They were not able to locate Casey's phone, but they were all lucky that it was the only thing that was taken from her, and that all of them are still safe and sound. They know for sure that something bad could have happened if they were not able to figure things out at the right time. The last story is by Mark. There was a snowstorm during this time and he was with his brother. His younger brother asked him to drive him to a friend's house, and he agreed because his brother's friend was just 5 minutes away from his home. When he got home after dropping off his brother, he went back to playing an online game. He called his friend on FaceTime who was also playing. After an hour of playing, he heard a noise from downstairs. He thought his brother got a ride home. He did not check what could have possibly caused the noise, so after a few minutes he was shocked when his friend told him that his brother might be sneaking up on him. His friend told him that there was someone peeking behind him. Since he was weirded out, he checked the rooms upstairs, including his brother's room. He went down when he did not see anything strange upstairs. That is when he noticed and felt that someone else was in his house. He tried to stay calm when he reached the phone and called 911. The police arrived quickly, and the next thing he knew, they were arresting the intruder. He was still thankful that his brother was not there to witness what happened and that he was also safe. Comment your thoughts down below. And if you want to see more clips of unthinkable truths than unsolved nightmares, we'll give you more content related to this one. So make sure to subscribe to this channel right away and hit that like button.